Hello and welcome to the CHA Extracurricular Podcast. Now, folks, I know we've been gone for quite some time, a whole year, and yes, I know it was a sad time.
Wow.
But here we are. We're going to try to get the podcast back up, and as you can see, we're going to see if we can add a video element this year. So, forgive all the issues that we probably will have with this episode, but we're going to do our best anyway. As you all can see, I'm excited to have Giacomo Ceruzzi here on the podcast today. Welcome, Giacomo. How you doing today?
Good. I'm doing pretty good, Mr. Keller. I'm happy to be here. I'm happy to be back on the podcast in this first kind of back episode.
That's
you know what
right.
I mean?
We're bringing it back. It's like a pilot all over again. Here we go.
Yeah. Honestly, it's exciting. Yeah.
And I couldn't think of anyone better to bring on here than you.
Oh, well, thank you very much. That's very kind of you.
Yes, sir. I appreciate you quickly accepting the invitation. Folks, I hope you enjoy what you see today. One more note, we're hanging out in the cafe. So, hey, if you hear any refrigerators humming or doors opening and closing, it's an active campus, and the cafe is by far one of the most active spaces. So
Absolutely, especially for students and teachers.
maybe this was a bad decision. We'll see what happens.
We'll see, yeah. I'm pretty sure it'll be quite fine, though, you know.
Yeah, I think you're right. Everybody should be in class, right?
Yeah, they should be. If they're not in class, then they should get in trouble.
That's right, or they should be on the pod.
Yeah, true, yeah. Mm-hmm.
All right.
That's fair.
Let's dive in.
Yeah.
I wanted to start talking to Giacomo a little bit, and with you all, of course, and I thought I'd ask him that recently we had our Heritage Project here at CHA, and throughout the community, truly, and Giacomo was in the group that I was able to be a part of, and I thought I would just kind of turn it over to him for a few minutes and ask him, tell us where, remind everybody where we went and what sorts of things we did, and maybe like a favorite moment or a favorite memory from Heritage Project.
Yeah. Well, this year, in my senior year, I returned to Southwest America, feeding Southwest America for the second time, and it was great to be back there. It's a really good atmosphere there, especially with this one guy named James. He's this short little guy, and he's got so much personality. It's wild, and he's just a great force to be around. He brings about that positive energy, and I love that. And probably my favorite memory from there was honestly because I was one of the people who was unpacking the boxes and handing it over to the people who would check the dates on the things. So that was probably my favorite memory, just getting to check the boxes and unload them. I had a lot of fun with that since it wasn't a whole lot of work for me, so that was good. And I like stuff easy, so yeah.
Hey, but you still played your role.
I did. I played it well, I would say, I guess.
That's right. We all had different parts to play that day, and honestly, none of them were too taxing, I don't think. It was a good, enjoyable time, and they really encouraged us to have fun, which was great about serving in a place where that's kind of like, we know that we're doing something for that community, but we're also encouraged to bond and fellowship and kind of be present with one another, and that's an excellent thing to note, especially these days,
Yeah,
As
absolutely.
we talk like old people now these days.
These days. Oh, man, that makes me feel old. I'm just a teenager. That's crazy.
The senior over here.
Yeah.
So, and I'll chime in too on James. He is an awesome part of Feeding Southwest Virginia. He works there, and he's been kind of our guide and shepherd, if you will, for the past, I think we've been there at least 3 years, if not 4. Yeah. But he's been a staple, and students always remember James, and they want to know if he'll be back there next time. And he hasn't let us down yet. That has just been wonderful. Yeah. Also, the volunteer coordinator there is Randy Holden. He does an awesome job too. He seems like he likes to be the behind-the-scenes guy, but I know he does a lot for that organization as well, and we're thankful for him and for what he's done and allowing the kids from CHA to work there. I know when we first talked with them about that, they were a little hesitant because we were just high schoolers, right? Coming to work at this it's kind of a large operation, and they've been so excited with the way that we have served, and we've really made a bond there and opened a cool door for our seniors to serve for Heritage Project.
Yes, absolutely. I had a great time there, as always.
Awesome. Glad to hear it. And I think we'll keep going there in the future. We really enjoy it. Giacomo is a staple of our Ignite Praise and Worship team. Folks, I am probably going to cry at graduation because I will be emotionally affected and because I will not know what to do when next year rolls around and I don't have this multi-talented instrumentalist, drums, guitar, bass. He's even sung in chapel for us too. What else, Giacomo?
I also play a little bit of keyboards too, but
That's
I'm
right, the
not too
keys.
good at it.
Hey, you've got a talent for sure, and I'm excited for you. And we'll get to the future stuff. I better save that. But tell me a little bit about, as you're a senior, and you reflect on being part of Ignite for years now. What are some kind of you can either share memories or thoughts or what is it you enjoy about Ignite? I'll kind of open that to you. What would you like to share about Ignite this morning?
Well, regarding Ignite, the memories thing, it's really hard to think of a favorite memory because
Sure.
I got a lot of them. Because I think I've been on the team since 6th grade. I think, and then I took a little break, then came back in 8th grade. So I took a hiatus 7th grade year, but I returned in 8th grade and have been on there ever since.
And as you said, we perform every week. So memories, there's a lot of them, but they tend to run together.
Oh, yeah. They tend to go hand in hand like this,
We've had a couple opportunities to lead worship at some churches. How about that? You want to speak about one of those maybe?
Yeah, I'm sure. The churches like Ridgeview and Pastor Bradley's New Life Baptist Church, they have just been the most welcoming places for me. And I am a regular attender of Faith Fellowship, but I would go over there after my service was done, and it was just a great time. The people are always so welcoming, and it made me feel good to know that me and my team were in a place where we felt loved and appreciated, and that's just always a good feeling to have when you enter a place.
Yes, absolutely. And it's so cool. Number one, Giacomo kind of doing the sprint from his church where he plays over to another church to then serve and kind of represent CHA. Awesome testimony and witness right there. And then thinking about our students, from various backgrounds denominationally, and then being able to go to these different churches and worship together and celebrate Christ, and to just be unified around that factor is just awesome. And to have the opportunity to be in another place and to lead worship is just a really cool experience for you guys, and I'm excited to be along for the ride.
Yes. Oh, yeah, absolutely. As this is my last year of Ignite, I will also be very sad. I might cry at graduation too, because this has been the one thing that I do here, and I've just loved it ever since I've done it. So it'll be a really sad time for me and Mr. Keller both.
That's right.
I can guarantee it. But I might come back. I'll definitely come back, and I'll do some alumni chapels at least, if they'll allow me to.
For sure. You can expect a card in the mail, as it were.
Oh, wow. Ooh,
I'll have
awesome.
to get that together now. Now he's expecting it, so I'll write him up, get some fancy stationery, and send those invitations out. But yeah, we look forward to having you back even after you graduate. But it'll be different. It'll feel different, but it'll be special too.
Oh, yeah, absolutely. I'm excited for that.
So kind of piggybacking there, music, I think we want to talk a little bit about the future. Well, what does the future hold for you at this point? I know things always change, and there's always time for other God to reveal new plans or different plans. But at this point, where do you feel called? What are you going to be getting into?
Well, I feel so I've been accepted into Ferrum College in the fall of 2025. I'm going to be heading over there for my further education.
Congratulations on that.
Thank you. And I feel as if I've been called to do something with music, so I want to go there. I want to learn how to engineer and produce. I want to learn the technical side of music, apart from the performing side that I already have a little bit of experience in, but I would like to learn how to do the technical side so that I can walk into a studio, and if I want to do something, I know how to do it all.
Absolutely.
Oh, and that would be very helpful to me to know that stuff. So yeah, I'm gonna go for something in music, and I might even have a session musician gig on the side too as well.
Hey, that sounds like a good idea to me. Run the studio, jump in on the tracks that you need to be on, whether it's drums or guitar.
Yeah.
Sounds like a good way to wake up in the morning and spend the day.
Oh yeah, absolutely. Absolutely. I love music so much. It's my favorite.
Yes, music is such a special gift that God has given us. You know, something that we can enjoy, something that unites people. I love jam sessions. You
Me
can
too.
have musicians from various backgrounds, various instruments, various genres and styles, and they can all sit in this circle and just kind of pick a song that they're familiar with and make it sound new and interesting and fun. And it's just a blessing. And
Oh, yeah,
it's something that you
absolutely.
can carry on for a long time, right? I mean, you can be retired and playing music. So
Yeah.
what an excellent gift to have.
Absolutely.
I'm excited to see what God will do with that gift in your future, whether it's career or volunteer. God has plans, but I'm excited for you and look forward to what He will do in your life, Giacomo.
Thank you, sir. I appreciate it.
Oh, you are so welcome. Hey, thank you for being here today, Giacomo, and thank you all for listening and watching this episode of the Extracurricular Podcast. I hope you enjoyed it. I was excited to have Giacomo here. I know that. Oh,
The CHA memory. I do have one.
hold on here,
Sorry.
folks. I've cut Giacomo off. We better go back. I told you there would be errors this episode. Giacomo wants to tell us a favorite CHA memory, and I certainly don't want to stop that.
Yeah.
So I won't close this up yet. Giacomo, what do you got for us?
Well, I have been here for about 12 years, and I'm starting my 13th consecutive year at the school, and it's
Awesome.
an honor to have been here for so long. And I think that my favorite CHA memory so far actually happened quite recently at the senior night volleyball game where
Yes.
I was invited by Coach Williams to play the national anthem on my electric, and I got to rock out in this stadium, and it made me happy because I got to do something I loved, and it sounded cool in my opinion. And,
yes.
And the video is on Facebook if anyone's wondering, but that's probably my favorite CHA memory so far. It's the most recent one too, but I loved it. I loved every second of it.
Yes.
And it was just awesome.
It was absolutely awesome. You played it very well, too.
Thank you, sir. I appreciate that.
Yes, thank you for using your gifts to celebrate our students, our volleyball players, and, of course, to worship the Lord.
Mm-hmm.
All right.
Absolutely.
And thank you for sharing that memory, Giacomo.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Folks, hope you enjoyed this episode. I loved having Giacomo here. Giacomo, you think you'll come back later if I invite you?
Absolutely. I'll come back anytime you need.
All right. Hey, everybody out there, you can check this out on YouTube, Spotify, Apple Podcasts. We're on all those platforms. Video on YouTube. If you enjoyed it, I'll try to keep that going. Feel free to let me know your thoughts. And you guys have a great day, and may we be united in Christ. Go Knights.
Yeah. Awesome.
All right.